And Gemini, welcome to your next 72. Let's see what messages come out for you. I already have some channel messages for you, but we will see what additional messages come out. So let's go ahead and get started, right? Gemini. Um, Before I get into the channel messages that I have first, first I want to say thank you so much for coming to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. All right, for those of you who are new, welcome. As you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of this channel. Thank you. For those of you who've already subscribed, welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All right. If you have any questions, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. There is no wrong question. Now, if you're just wanting to say hi, you can say hi in the comment section. Okay. Either than that, also in regards to the comment sections, Gemini, and if you are a different zodiac sun sign other than Gemini, you can use the comment section and become a beacon of light. You can share your story, you can give advice, you can drop some hearts, meaning dropping love. It doesn't matter what color, right? Love is love. Moving forward, all right, Gemini. The channel messages I have for you is Gemini wanting to step back into your own energy, which is your air energy. So some of you Geminis are ready to step back into your energy, and that is definitely coming from the Knight of Swords for the weekly. All right, just a little FYI. The link is in the description box pertaining to the weekly messages. You can click that. It's going to take you over to the podcast. Okay, so keep that in mind. For those of you who don't like to click links, okay, it's safe. It's okay. Either than that, acknowledging the things that the channel messages is acknowledging the things you need, people, places. Okay, you have to understand. I'm reading this because I had typed it as I was channeling your weekly, but it's acknowledging the things, Gemini. Acknowledge. I don't know why it's not coming out. Acknowledging the things you need, whether that's people, places, or things you need to break the chains that you need to break from. Okay. So acknowledging whatever you're going to be acknowledging in the next 72. Some of you probably already have a sense of acknowledgement. You can share that in the comment section, and that's allowing you to break free, right? Breaking the chains, okay? And whether that's breaking the chains from people, places, or things. Yes, now that makes sense. All right, let's keep going. Gemini, you may feel like you're alone in the next 72. You could be currently feeling that way, but this alone space is a space for you to heal and to make the necessary changes in your life. And it is connected to breaking the chains, okay? For some of you Geminis, you are experiencing great freedom, but it's recklessly. I just channeled that right now. All right. Okay. And you know what you're doing. So I'm being guided to stop there. But Gemini, you may find yourself dealing with petty situations. Okay, I see where it's going. You may find yourself in the next 72 dealing with petty situations or petty people in general. Geminis, you will recognize your power and you will see yourself in control. just make sure that it's not reckless choices. All right, Gemini, someone could be trying to make you feel small or not important, or this is you at this time. Okay, um, there's also a Gemini who no longer wants to be petty anymore, or at this time. Um, some of you Geminis have found yourself again, and it feels like your true self. Okay, so some of you Geminis feel like your true self again. Okay, everything feels back to normal. Okay, Gemini, be kind and nurturing to yourself. Um, it is needed at this time. Uh, Ground yourself, Gemini. It's very important. This will help you. Grounding yourself will help you along the way. All right. So overall, next 72 channel message, Gemini is wanting to step back into your own energy, which is your air energy. Okay. And I'm being guided to say that again. Wanting to step back into your own energy. Okay. For the most part, Gemini, you're a people person. You are funny. You're witty. You make people feel important. Not only you make people popular, all right? It's like without your energy, without your presence, people don't even, you make people realize who they are, okay? But some of you Geminis may lose yourself in the process. And I feel like that's, it is it's really confusing. It's like it was there and then I can only go so far. But Gemini, um, you may not be caring about what people think, all right? Are material things. Um, Also, be kind to yourself, Gemini, because you have a victory that you need to acknowledge, and that is the fact that you are having control over your thoughts, right? Okay. Um, Also realizing you're more than enough, and that's your form of abundance in the next 72 and moving forward. Gemini, using what you have, are you focused in the next 72 on what you will find yourself being focused on what you have, which will give a realization that you are abundant and grateful. Okay? Realizing that you have more than enough. Okay. And I'm seeing this waste energy, and I feel like this is what you are breaking the chains from people, places, and things that are not beneficial for you at this time, are simply removing it because you are acknowledging that there's more to life, or you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and tap into your reading. Those were your channel messages that I had received for you. Okay. All right, let's go take a look at emotions, thoughts, and actions. What messages do you have for Gemini, my air sign? All right. All right. We have lighthearted. Okay. Wow. Right. Looking at a situation, accepting a situation, looking at a situation, dealing with people in a different, compassionate mind state or form of action. We have guarded here, right? Someone's having difficulties. You could be lost in, I don't want to say victim, but it's just you could be trying to break the chain from a type of manipulation. And it's not all of you. You may be just literally guarding, right, your peace, your mind state in the next 72. And it's like, it's giving me your own energy of the Two of Swords. You're not having a difficult time of making a decision, but in order for you to stay in control, you're saying, no, I'm not allowing anyone in. Okay? Or you may be feeling like someone is guarded against you. Just as a side note, you could play basketball. All right. This is some of you Geminis in the next 72. You are prepping yourself, right? You're conditioning your mind, protecting your mind for what is to come. Okay, I feel like you already know what it is. We have greedy here is the action here. This is a lot of attention seeking, and this is also harnessing people's energies as well as there's a Gemini where you feel like you're realizing that you have more than enough. Okay, others of you Geminis, I feel like this is a reckless situation where it's kind of like I'm going to have be a center of attention, or I'm going to take because I can. All right. It feels more so like an authority. All right. I don't know if a Gemini stole something. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean someone's been robbed. Well, we have robbed for your energy, but this lighthearted energy is like that's the Two of Sword energy of needing to make a decision, of making positive decisions versus poor decisions, right? Let's go ahead and move forward. Actually, what I want to do is clarify. I want to clarify this greedy energy. All right. What does Gemini need to see pertaining to this greedy energy? Yeah. Something is what it is, only because of what it is not. So it's kind of like Gemini, if you find yourself being selfish or just doing things just because, right, out of spite, out of anger, out of needing to prove a point that you're the one wanting to be in control, there is a sense of um, it's an energy of just because I can, but it's like be mindful because it can happen to you. But when it happens to you, it's kind of like that's when you're acknowledging like it could have been worse. But then it's also there's Geminis where it's like you're not acknowledging your recklessness. So when it happens to you, right, you're wanting people to be gentle and kind and lighthearted, right? But it feels like more so of this being a guarded energy of those that you've taken advantage of or you've given a hard time, or this is how you're feeling in the next 72. All right. What you need to see about this greedy energy, it's what you need to focus on is this hermit energy, which is um, Virgo. Okay. And also, what I'm seeing here is not that you're just going within or you're trying to seek purpose in the next 72. I feel like you know the way. Okay. Just because you know how to deal with people, you know how to make people feel good, right? You light up the room. Um, and it's more so of realizing of trying to make your wrongs right, or this is how you're perceiving um, someone else in regards to you, or you're watching loved ones or friends play out this energy, and you're kind of like the mediator in the next 72. But with this greedy energy, it's kind of like because it's lighthearted. What's significant about the emotions, thoughts, and actions in the next 72? It's taking the lead. Okay, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see, yeah, what other messages come up for you. Okay, we got to move forward, Gemini. Okay, and maybe that's what one of you Geminis are saying. Yeah, I do. You're acknowledging, yeah, I do need to move forward, but you're not wanting to move forward alone. Okay. All right, what other messages do you have for Gemini? My air sign. All right. Some of you need to change your lifestyle. Hold on. This one is bending, and I'm taking it just because I just want to. And we have attached here. So this is letting me know that some of you need to let go of clinging, okay, whether that's people, places, or things, all right? And you need to look outside of the box and view your situation as the witness, all right? As your inner self grows with that Hermit energy, that was clarifying the action in the next 72 of this greedy energy. Okay, this greedy energy could be regards to money, it could be regards to attention, it could be regards to energy, that petty energy that we were talking about, making people mad or just doing reckless things just because to get the reaction out of others, right? Harnessing that energy. It's not all of you, but I feel like when it happens to you, when there's a Gemini, when you do this recklessness to others, but when it happens to you, it's like you want others to be lighthearted, and she'll give you compassion. But it's kind of more so like you may be feeling like no one wants to deal with you right now because they're guarded, because they want you to practice compassion as well. All right, we have a lifestyle, right? This is also confirming of breaking chains. Let me go to your channel messages. For those of you who are now just tuning in, you can, as I'm streaming live, you can rewind. You can rewind this live to go back to hear the channel messages and then come back to where we currently are live. You're not missing out on anything. Now, pertaining to this lifestyle, let me find it. It was a channel message. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, acknowledging the things that are in people, places, or things, and in regards to acknowledging the chains that need to be broken. All right. This could be how your outlook of someone else, or this is you. All right. But I do want you to understand that someone could be trying to make you feel really, really small or not important. Or this is you. And you're clinging on to that compulsive behavior. It's hard for you to break that cycle, right? It's like someone's addicted to triggering people, or someone's addicted to taking. It's giving me more so of just harnessing attention. We have fun and games here, okay? And I like this fun and games because this fun and games, for some of you Geminis in the next 72, that's what's going to allow you to ground yourself. But you have to be open to this grounding. Also, make sure you click the link in the description box pertaining to the weekly. It's referencing the Knight of Swords, okay? That's the weekly energy. This fun and games, and I feel like it's just literally, it's like someone's telling on themselves, or it's just, this is what you can't see, and it's hard for you to acknowledge your own faults or your wrongdoings. It's kind of like saying, Gemini, why did you do that? And you don't have an answer, and you truly don't know why, okay? Because it's fun and games, okay? It's like you enjoy this, but then when you're caught or in trouble, when someone's willing to tell you what you've done, it's kind of like, but I didn't do anything wrong, right? So let's go ahead and move forward, Gemini. What other messages do you have for my air sign Gemini for the next 72? All right. What other messages do you have for Gemini? All right. What other messages do you have for Gemini for the next 72? All right. We have write. I love this. Right? Writing down how you feel, making it plain, making it clear. All right. Sometimes it's hard for us to acknowledge our wrongdoings, right? It's easy for us to explain everyone else's wrongdoings before our own, right? But in pertaining to this, right, it's kind of like in the next 72 for some of you Geminis, it's creating decency and an order in the next 72. What do you want to do in the next 72? Write it down. Stick to it, right? Um, getting in order, prioritizing. What do you want in your life? Because remember, lifestyle came out. We have fee, okay? Nothing is free in this world, even if it is free. Your free will is not free, right? You have the free will to make the choice. It doesn't matter what choice you make, you have to pay the cost. It's a fee, okay? And that fee could be benefit, right? That's why it's very important to make positive choices compared to negative choices. Okay, you pay more of a fee, a cost, right? Paying the price for your free will. Okay, what other messages do we have? For others of you, you are wanting to go into business for yourself, you're trying to start something, make it plain, write it down, but don't do it for free, all right? So it's basically saying with this wages, don't quit your regular job, Gemini. You may be wanting to. I'm telling you, don't quit your job. And to you, it's a guarantee that it is ongoing income that is going to take care of your wants and your needs, your regular daily life expenses. Let's go ahead and keep going, Gemini, for the next 72 and moving forward. Keep in mind, Gemini, this is a general reading, not a personal, and this reading could trigger you. It's not intentionally. I'm just doing my job, the job that I took the assignment to do. And it's not me being the messenger, right? It's me delivering a message. Okay? It sounds contradicting, but it will make sense for a particular Gemini. That I'm hearing that it's not a Gemini, it is another sign, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. All right, what other messages do we have for Gemini? All right, we have cycles in reverse. Yeah, someone's having difficult times of breaking chains. Okay, breaking free. You fill in the blank of what that is: people, places, or things. Or is it you, Gemini? Okay, we have two outspoken. There's nothing wrong with being outspoken. It's just, you know, is it the right time? Are you doing it just because you feel like you can? Right? Are you dealing with someone that's too outspoken? They don't think before they speak, right? All right, we have confide in someone in the next 72, Gemini. Very, very specific here. But for the most part, someone could be coming towards you, right? And they could be, in this too outspoken, could be also confirming that someone could be coming in the next 72, trying to make you feel little, not important, small. Someone could be trying to get you to not follow suit with something or go through with something. Someone doesn't want you to break away from them. Let's go ahead and move forward. What other messages do we have for Gemini? And don't force the message, Gemini. All right? Again, if you want to hear the overall channel messages for the beginning, they're at the beginning of the reading. All right? I know some of you like to timestamp things. You can timestamp it if you like. We have decided here. It's a good thing. If it's for the betterment, right? We have retrieve, right? Pulling away, but for the most part, gathering the information that you need. I have all the info. It's for me. It's someone saying, "All right, this is the breaking point. I get it. If this has to do with dealing with people, right? With making negative decisions or living a lifestyle that was poorly, doesn't mean you're poor, or, you're a bum. No, it's just kind of like, just living a reckless lifestyle, and not caring about the um what is it called? It's there, but it's not there. It's like the repercussions. It's like someone says, okay, either you're in a situation where it's like, okay, I got to stop doing what I'm doing. Are you're telling, this could be a relationship where you're like, you know what? I don't It's too many red flags. I don't need to deal with this anymore in the next 72. So you're making a decision. Like I said, it was giving me Two of Swords energy, breaking chains, making a decision. And some of you are making a decision to close off your heart chakra, your feelings. You're not expressing how you feel anymore because you're not being heard. Are you feeling like you're not being heard? Others of you Geminis, this has to do with your friends or family members, and you're watching this play out and you're being the mediator. Okay? Lord forbid this be a work love relationship. We have volunteered here. All right, someone's inserting themselves in drama when they don't, and it's costing you. Right, someone needs to stop inserting themselves in hot mess drama that will um, cause your good deeds to be evil spoken of. Okay, some of you Geminis could be trying to clear up your record, right? Um, and like I said, Gemini, there's a lot of highlights about you. The fact that you make people popular, you make people find out who they are, you make people laugh, right? You are the person that people remember. What's up with Gemini? So it's not bad. Your next 72 is not a bad thing. It's just about breaking cycles and regrounding yourself and moving forward and exploring a new adventure on your journey. Okay. Overall direction for Gemini for the next 72, please. Overall direction for Gemini. All right. No message here for Gemini. Oh. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Pentacles deals with teamwork, learning, implementations, and collaboration. Overall direction for the next 72, Gemini, it says everything is coming together. And as the Three of Pentacles indicating, Gemini, you may be seeing success as part of a team. Don't ignore the talents of others around you. Continue to collaborate to get that last push forward. That last push toward your final goal. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Um, and this Earth energy, that's not going to be a problem for you because you're a natural at that. And if you are a introvert Gemini, an empath Gemini, this could be a little struggle for you on the next 72, right? You work good alone, right? And it's not that you don't want to work with people or deal with people in the next 72 or hear people out in the next 72. It's this thing of you wanting to be recognized for who you are without having to change because you're not trying to change others, right? Let's go ahead and look at overall perspective. So, Gemini, you're learning in the next 72 with the right? You're learning. You're learning. Because I'm hearing paid with a cost. So it's like you're learning. Okay. I don't want to force anything. That's what we don't do here. We're not going to force anything. Overall perspective for Gemini, please. Overall perspective for Gemini for the next 72. We have Earthkeeper in reverse. Okay. So again, like I was saying, is some of you Geminis, you're not wanting to collaborate. You're not wanting to deal with people. You're not wanting to hear people out, right? You are comfortable with who you are. You're comfortable with working alone. You're comfortable in your own world, right? But let's go ahead and see what this overall perspective is talking about, because Earth Keeper is in reverse. Now, in your view, seeing it on the live, it looks like it's an upright, and it is not. So, some of you Geminis, your perspective is not clear, and you have to be open. You have to have open communication to before trying to prove your point in the next 72, or needing to be heard in the next 72, Gemini. You need to respect the outlook or the perspective of others, and then give your side. All right, let's go ahead and that's not going to resonate with every Gemini, but that was a channel message that I was being guided to deliver to you. All right, and pertaining to this Earth Keeper, your overall perspective in the next 72, the fact that this is inverted, um, the Earth Keeper inverted, it encourages you, Gemini, to reconnect with nature and your natural elements. Remember, I was telling you about that channel message at the beginning of your reading about something about your true self. Some of you Geminis have found your true self again, and it feels like your true self again. All right. Others of you, you're going to need to be kind and nurturing to yourself, right, at this time, in order to find that true self again, right? It's like you're lost and you're trying to find yourself. Okay. So grounding is very, very important at this time. All right. Eliminate toxins from your life, Gemini, both physical and energetically. All right, that's that petty energy as well. It says use natural elements as much as possible. Consider consider how you can introduce more earth friendliness in your entire life. Overall direction is the Three of Pentacles. Okay, implementing, allowing people in, right? And like I'm saying, you are the party of the room. And it's like people look for you, people seek you, people want your energy. All right. So again, there is a Gemini where there's someone who's saying, no, I'm not letting you go. You're an asset, because someone knows that if you free yourself from them, if you break that chain, they're not going to be popular anymore. They don't want to accept their own power. They want yours. Now let's continue. Now, in regards to a situation, Gemini, the Earth Keeper inverted implies toxicity. Ask yourself, what is this poisonous root of this situation? Okay, you need to write that down. Ask yourself, what is the poisonous root of the situation? Okay, this is perspective in the next 72. Then take the steps to remove it as gently and as respectfully as possible. Okay, let's see what else you need to focus on within this decision making here with this Earth Keeper in reverse. So yeah, grounding is definitely needed. You're gonna have to be strong. You're gonna have a strong will. And remember when we're talking about fees, free will is not free. Everything comes as a cost. All right. But you have the free will to make the choice. Is it going to be positive or negative? Okay. So, all right. What else does Gemini need to see in regards to this Earth Keeper in reverse? Some of you Geminis, you don't need to see any more signs. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Gemini. Okay. This is decision making as well. No longer needing to make a decision when you already know what you need to do. All right. In the next 72. If you are being a mediator, Gemini, in the next 72, you will be successful. It's kind of like you're there, and there's two friends or two family members, or you're a manager or a supervisor. I don't know if you own your business or not, and you allow things to work itself at its own, but you're the mediator. It's like you're hearing both sides of the story without like telling the other person what's being said and the other person what they said. You're allowing it to, and you will be successful. And it's like everything comes back together, where this is just family, friendship, marriage, romantic, um, work related. Right? Everything's it comes back to normal, to its true state. Okay. If this is just you, your own personal um, inner self regrowth, it's like you become successful, right? In the mind state, right? You see things in at another true um, nature, and it grounds you. If that makes sense, I can only deliver the message how I'm being guided to. Overall focus for Gemini, my air sign, in the next 72, please. Overall focus for Gemini, next 72. Overall focus is call to action. Yes, love it. All right. And taking action is not your problem, because you're a ball of energy, Gemini. You are a ball of energy. Okay. So it says take charge, Gemini, in the next 72. Lead by example. Walk your talk. All right. Let's go ahead and step into rebel energy. What does Gemini need to acknowledge or speak up about in the next 72? All right, that just kind of popped out. It says thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards, and this was in reverse. So this is saying you know enough truth. You've retrieved enough truth to make the right sound decision for others. You Geminis, you're saying, you know what? I'm done lying. It's not working for me. You're acknowledging that, you know, hey, I lie, but I don't intend to. For some of you, you're a hustler, right? You're going to get whatever you want, how you want it, when you want it, right? That's that greedy energy, that action we were talking about with emotions, thoughts, and actions. And it's just kind of like, for some of you, it's been instilled in you. It's not because it's you know how to get what you want, right? You know how to use your words, right? Without, to the point where it's kind of like if someone calls you out, Gemini, and says, "Oh, Gemini, you're lying." It's like, I didn't say that, right? It's the way you know how to word it, but it's kind of like it's a false lie, but it's a lie, okay? And pertaining to what you need to speak about is just kind of like stop playing games, or you are at the point where it's like in the next 72, it's like you're done dealing with people who are playing games with you. You're done dealing with people who lie to you. All right. Let's move forward and look at challenges and obstacles, if there's any. Okay. All right. What messages do you have for Gemini in regards to challenges and obstacles? Oh, what messages do you have for Gemini for the next 72? The challenge is you. Okay. The obstacle is you, right? At dealing with others, this is that petty energy of someone who doesn't want to break, who doesn't want to let you go. And so they're trying to make you feel less than. Now, in pertaining to you, pertaining to challenge, is feeling alive again and finding your true self. Okay. Um, Others of you, this could be the lack of a parental figure, right? Um, Wanting to seek a parental figure, wanting to know truth. And I feel like some of you Geminis, you know enough truth, and now you're ready to break that chain. Okay. Let me go ahead and clarify this challenge and obstacles so you can know what tools to utilize in pertaining to your challenges and obstacles in the next 72. Okay. And this is confirming overall direction of this is a learning experience, okay, where you're going to really step in that Knight of Swords energy and owning it, right? Making a decision of reacting in a proper way that doesn't cause you to it's like busting someone's car window, right? And they have you on camera, right? And they can take you to court. They can press charges. It's kind of like you are in the next 72. You're thinking before reacting. Now let's talk about that Knight of Swords, Gemini, before I clarify this. Challenges and obstacles, which is the orphan. It also represents the black sheep, right, of the family. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your family, because I'm getting it if it's your family. No, your family love who you are. They don't want you to change. When I'm saying family, it's collective, the world, of feeling like, how come I have to accept everyone else, but no one wants to accept me type energy. Clarify this orphan for Gemini, or what tools Gemini needs to utilize. All right. Oh, about the Knight of Swords, right? The Knight of Swords is a message of fortitude and discernment when facing challenges. Okay, so Geminis, you're facing challenges in the next 72, and with the Knight of Swords energy, right, is you're going to be thinking everything through and considering what is just and right before acting. Okay, so don't be hard on yourself because you're headstrong. Okay, don't be hard on yourself because you're on the move. You're on that fiery energy, that call to action. All right. This is a victory with overall perspective, right? With a situation being resolved much quickly, right? It's that mediator situation I was telling you about. It's like, wow, if I didn't insert myself, right, maybe it would have been worse. But you allow people you care about. Like I said, it's either your family, friends, something at work. If this is your relationship, your romantic relationship, it's more so it gets resolved much faster than you trying to take things into your own hands. Okay. For the most part, this Knight of Swords and shadow energy is really paying attention to your compulsiveness, right? And remember, everything comes with a cost. You have free will to make a choice, but is it going to be positive or negative? You're still going to, there's a fee for it. Okay. All right. Okay. What messages? Clarify this orphan. All right. We have sixes. All right. Sixes deal with positive thoughts, gratitude, spiritual connection. All right. So it's kind of like this is the learning lesson. You know how it feels, right, to be outcast. You know how it feels to be ignored. You know how it feels to have things taken away from you. All right. 666 could be significant, right? Things may come into sixes. You may see sixes. And pertaining to sixes could be referencing to employment or health. Who's in the sixth house? Virgo. And remember, pertaining to that greedy action that came out of emotion, thoughts, and action was the Hermit, and that's Virgo. Okay. So you may be dealing with a Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be, or this is saying that you are harnessing Virgo's energy, right? Taking the lead, going within, doing what's necessary for you to do in the next 72. Let's go ahead and move forward, Gemini, and look into foolish energy. All right, well, so just here for my air sign, Gemini, twin sign, right? You're the twins. Yeah, Gemini. All right, you're choosing a side here. All right, foolish energy. Right, we have the Queen of Wands. This is my loyalty. And then we have the Page of Wands, right? This is also confirming a lifestyle, right? Changing. Others of you, it's changing your true self, acknowledging self as well. I really feel like some of you Geminis, you're really taking an outer look in the next 70 and accepting who you are and identifying what you need to change, whether that's self, people, places, or things, okay? This is kind of like someone saying, and it doesn't have to always be so low vibrational. It can literally be like, you know what? I'm going to meal prep this week. You know what? I'm going to garden this week. You know what? I'm gonna paint my house. No, you know what? I'm gonna deep clean my car. It's like small little things where you're sitting here saying, I'm gonna be loyal to a certain change in the next 72 with the overall focus, a call to action, overall direction. It's okay to ask for help, right? For some of you introvert, um, uh, introvert Geminis, it's okay to ask for help, okay? um, and pertaining to perspective, you will be successful. You're not having to juggle things on your own. The help is there if you accept it, right? Um, for others of you, Geminis, I know you're not going to like this. You're acknowledging that, yeah, you're a hothead. You're a hothead. And the way that you go about things, or the way you think, right? Know it all. You're realizing that, no, you don't, right? So you're tired of learning lessons the hard way. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. Let's pull your goddess oracle. Right, goddess oracle for Gemini. We have Be Strong Gemini in the next 72. Leo's energy as well. Um, it says you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So yes, there is a Gemini, which I was saying in the beginning of your channel message. Your channel messages that was received was there is a Gemini. You do feel alone, right? Okay, that can change. All right. So let's move forward. Feminine energy. Next 72. What messages do you have? And okay, a grounding is needed. Because look at the Chariot is in reverse, and then we have the Muse of Emotions. All right. Someone has to get out of their own ways. Thank you so much. I'm saying thank you because I just had a deja vu. Okay. Making the right decisions here. And then I feel like this alone feeling, it's kind of like you may be feeling like nobody likes you. You're not having popular, and it's not you. It's the person that you choosing to break away from, or a thing, substance. Okay. Even though we don't have fives out here, okay, because something can be successful and then it can go wrong because you have the four. This is not a pentacle, this is a wand. Disregard what I just said, because we don't have the five of pentacles out here, but we have lying in reverse here, right? Someone is refusing to accept the truth. But for the most part, for some of you, you're going to start acknowledging the truth because it's in reverse. All right. You're no longer going to allow a person to lie to you, or you're no longer going to lie to yourself. Accept yourself. This could be intervention. All right. Because we have music, emotion. Someone is in their own world, feminine energy. Others of you, like I said, you make people popular, but there's a particular energy where they're nothing without you. And now they want to discard you. Okay. And it's not a narcissistic energy. This is just, okay, I don't need you anymore, Gemini. It's not like that. It's just plain and simple. Yeah, they're not going to acknowledge that they're not who they are because of you. Now they're in a space and it's like, I don't need Gemini no more, right? Some of you Geminis, you refer someone to someone, right? But they would never know the person, this opportunity, and they get the opportunity and now they're booting you, but they're not. Remember, I told you there's a fee, right? When it comes to free will, you got to pay the cost. They made the wrong decision. So if you're thinking like, okay, is this person going to mess up things for you? No, they're messing it up for themselves. So be strong. Don't step into the petty energy because before we even started emotion, thoughts, and actions, petty energy was in reverse. Okay, so if you think that someone's going to take your bag, right, your money, don't worry about that. Don't call that in. All right, own it. Knight of Swords energy. So it said, click the link so that you can have a more in-depth understanding about the weekly message that can be extended to your next 72. Let's go ahead and look at masculine energy, Gemini. So yeah, you want to have positive thoughts here. because it's orphan energy, right? Feeling left out, feeling alone. It was clarified with you needing to have positive thoughts and being grateful. Because also, what was the channel message was having victory, right? Of choosing self or something like that. But I want to confirm it before I tell you about this masculine energy. Where is it? Gemini. Something about, where is it? Oh, some of you Geminis are tired of old ways. Let me see. I just have to find it because I don't want to leave anyone behind in pertaining to feeling left out. Mm-mm-mm. You're going to need to take life back. You're going to have to take life by the reins and you must be present. Okay. Gemini. You may be feeling like someone has control over your thoughts too, but I'm trying to find that channel message, something about you being alone. There was a Gemini feeling like they were alone. Here it is. You may feel like you are alone. This alone space is a space for you to heal and to make the necessary changes in your life. Okay. All right. Masculine energy, we have the Hermit Virgo energy. All right. Remember, I told you there's Gemini seeking parental figure. It's like you just want you've retrieved enough truth. Okay. And that truth is going to allow you to heal and you're going to have victory over that. Meaning, being strong is going to allow you to victor over all the truth that you have retrieved in the next 72. All right. And I feel like that's going to awaken your true self. Let's take a look at shadow energy, Gemini. Others of you, and pertaining to this hermit energy, it's kind of like it's okay to be deep and serious and stuff like that, Gemini, because you are a down to earth energy. So that's why I said, and pertaining to overall direction, Three of Pentacles shouldn't really be a problem for you. Okay, you the last person people think about. Like, man, I wonder what Gemini doing. Man, y'all see what Gemini did? It's just like Gemini. You are the life of the party. Okay. Now, if you're an empath, this is saying here, next 72, do something fun, enjoyable. Okay. If you like to play games, go play a game. Get a game. I don't know. Shadow energy came out. Just one moment. It had flipped over in the deck. Where'd it go? I saw it. I knew I did. Hold on, Gemini. Goodness. I know my mind ain't playing tricks on me. Not early this morning. Here it is. The Hangman. Okay. This is the moment where you break free from people that are greedy with you, your energy. They use you, Gemini. And they don't want to take the lead in their own lives, right? They feel like if they don't have you, they don't have the popularity. And it's popularity that's really standing out. And it's feel like you feel the moment that you try, some of you Geminis try to make the sound decisions and the most righteous choice. It feels like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Being ate up by piranhas, all right? And it's like, dang, I accept everyone else. How come nobody want to accept me, right? So with that Knight of Swords, you got to take back your authority, okay? In the next 72. There's a Gemini, you could be throwing somebody out. You know how they say throwing them to the wolves, you're throwing them out to the piranhas. Okay. And that's a dangerous game to play. Okay. So it's kind of like someone could be, it's Gemini, it's like you're at the moment of, damn, what did I do? What I'm going to tell you is, in love, there is only love itself. No room for logic of the mind. Okay. First, forgive yourself And it can eat. If you're a Gemini, you're not an empath. It's eating you more to ask someone to forgive you for what you've done. But it's kind of like, do you really mean it? Right? Don't worry about if someone's going to believe if you were sincere or not. It's the action taking place. Okay? You got to start somewhere. Right? So some of you Geminis, if you in the past, if you've been constantly reckless, because that you're just being a rebel, right? It's kind of like you're no longer lying to yourself. You're no longer lying to people. And yeah, people are going to give you a hard time. They're going to eat at you. They're trying to trigger you again. I need you to be strong, Gemini. Moving forward beyond the next 72. Taking action, right? Asking for help when you need to. Okay. Moving forward, let's go ahead and pull a romantic oracle. What message do you have for Gemini? All right, we have forgiving and learning, Gemini. Okay, we were talking about this. It says, Gemini, okay, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, beautiful. Let's shed some light. Before we shed light, let me let you know what your universal love of extension. This is for all 12 zodiac sun signs, including you, which we will be. Don't pay me no attention. I'm thinking too hard now because I care about you, Gemini. All right, the sun tree, okay, is connection and life. It deals with warmth, and that's why I said it's very important that you nurture yourself and be kind. Okay, nature offers our souls unlimited nourishment. Today, feel the heat of the sun on your skin, speak to a tree, or marvel at the sounds of the river. Dig your toes into the rich earth and feel yourself connected to the world around you, Gemini. And so I was telling some of you Geminis, pertaining to challenge and obstacles, you're finding your true self again and grounding yourself. It's literally just, getting back out there. Don't worry about what everyone else is saying. People are going to say something. It's starting somewhere at some point, okay? All right, shed light on Gemini for the next 72. Thank you. All right, soul family. Yes, see? Yes, Gemini. All right, call in your tribe, Gemini. You don't have to do it alone. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. I agree. I definitely agree. All right. Some of you may like dolphins. Dolphins may bring a smile. You may like animals. It says, I am full of grace. And then it says, there is no difference. The experience is the same. All right. Not every Gemini is going to, it's not a smooth process, right? You feel entrapped. Okay. And you will get through. And that's why you need to ask for help. If you're not comfortable of allowing people in your business, that's what God is for. And God will open the universe for you and align those to come in. It's that moment of, how someone calls you and say, hey, I was thinking about you, Gemini, right? All right. Gemini, those are your messages for the next 72. Do not forget that love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.